is one of the most misunderstood things in the world, in my opinion, because people think forgiveness means saying, oh, what they did was okay. But sometimes it's not okay. Sometimes people betray you, they humiliate you, they abandon you, they break your trust. Sometimes the pain is real. Forgiveness is not pretending it didn't hurt. Forgiveness is releasing the pain from living inside your body. I can always tell when I haven't forgiven someone or processed something that hurt because my body physically responds. When I think about them or that situation, my stomach will hurt, or my heart, my chest will tighten, or my nervous system will feel shaky. That's information. It's not bad. You're not wrong. Your body's giving you a message. It's unresolved. It's an unresolved wound still asking for attention. And I used to think forgiveness was mostly spiritual or moral. But now we know it's also biological. Resentment lives in our body, and we carry it with us sometimes for years. There's a saying often attributed to Buddha that carrying anger is like holding a hot stone waiting to hurl it at your enemies. Another version says holding on to hatred or anger is like drinking poison and hoping the other person gets sick. And honestly, that's what unforgiveness feels like sometimes. The other person moved on completely, while your nervous system keeps reliving the injury over and over again. And that's why forgiveness matters. Not for them, for you. Not because the harm was acceptable, but because you deserve freedom too. And something else changed me over time. I started realizing that hurt people hurt people. Not always consciously. A lot of it is unconsciously. Sometimes people who were bullied become bullies later in life. Sometimes people who were unloved become really cold toward others. Sometimes pain replicates itself through human beings who just have never learned how to process it. And I sometimes wonder if part of spiritual growth is eventually understanding both sides of human pain. Not to excuse harm, never that, but to understand how unconsciousness moves through people. Because if someone humiliates you deeply enough and you never heal consciously, eventually life may place you in situations where you become capable of humiliating someone else too. And that's how pain spreads. And maybe awakening is finally stepping off that wheel. Maybe forgiveness is not weakness. Maybe it's refusing to keep passing suffering forward. And maybe true healing begins the moment you stop asking, how can I punish them? And start asking, how do I free myself? What has this lesson taught me? What am I still needing to learn from it in order to move on? Because every human being is carrying something invisible we cannot see. And the more you become awake, the more awake you become, the more carefully you begin handling other people's hearts, especially your own. Thank you for listening.